Hey y'all, welcome to IB Wig and I'm Sandy. Today I'm going to be sharing with you 100% Remyhumanhair from Emmahairpiece. This is a budget-friendly human hair wig. If you want to know all the details about this wig, keep on watching. I want to thank Emmahairpiece.com for sending me this wig in exchange for my honest review, and it will be honest. And they've also graciously given me a code to share with you to save you 10% off at time of checkout. That is SANDY, also known as Sandy. I'll put all that information in the description box below. Make sure that you stay tuned to the end of the video where I will share with you how I cut the lace on the wig, how I shampoo and condition it, and also a couple ways that you can style. So who is Emmahairpiece? I wanted to do a lot of research before I decided to share their company with you. I wanted to make sure that they were trustworthy. And I saw a lot of trusted friends review for them. I went to their website, I checked them out, I read a lot of reviews, and I have to say everything has been positive thus far. They are a Chinese vendor who has been selling their wigs for many years, and they would sell it to other companies who would mark up the wigs and sell it to their customers. They decided that they wanted to sell it directly to their customers, and that makes it more affordable for us to be able to buy human hair wigs. So, as I mentioned earlier, this is a budget-friendly human hair wig. So, I have experienced high-quality human hair, so I didn't have real high expectations, if I'm completely honest with you. But I was pleasantly surprised when I received the wig. Now, this is exactly how it came. I'll insert the reel that I shared on Instagram and the packaging that it comes in and the way it looks when it comes out of the box. Now, it's recommended that you shampoo and that you condition the wig before you wear it. And when it air dries, this is the way it air dries. And it is a wavy texture that has a slight frizz to it, but y'all, this is exactly, and I'm not exaggerating, this is exactly how my hair air dries. It's the same texture and it's the same wave. So if you want to put this wig on just like it is right now, spritz it with some water, some curling product, and scrunch it and go out the door. You look like you've been on the beach all day and you wear a cute summer outfit. You're ready and you'll be just as cute as a button. So let's take a look at it the way it looks after it's been air dried all the way around. This is a blunt cut bob. It is 12 inches. You can choose 10 or 12 inches, and you can also choose your part. You can choose the middle part or the T part. I chose the T part. Now, let's talk about the part a little bit. That's one of the sacrifices that you're going to make on this human hair wig. It is densely threaded, and the part has knotting that is visible. Now, that's easily fixed. You can use concealer, some powder, and disguise those knots. And you can pluck a little if you want to, but to be honest, y'all, I don't really do all that. I'm fine with it the way it is. And what I will do is I just take my fingers and just rub around that cuticle area and just move those knots around. And it really just hides that part area completely to where you can barely see it. You can see that it's densely threaded, but it doesn't bother me. Now you can add some concealer or powder and make that scalp look more realistic if you choose to. Now let's take a look at the lace front. this is a pretty good lace front, y'all. Let me move those baby hairs out of the way so you can see. It is a thick lace front, and the knotting is not too bad. It really isn't. The hairline is really realistic. It's really threaded nicely, so you know it compares to some of my synthetic wig lace fronts. It really does, and it's comfortable. Now this is a small size cap. I am a 22.5 circumference, and this one fits me as snug as a bug. Now, I don't even have a wig grip on with this wig. So if you are larger than a 22.5 inch circumference, I'd go up to the medium size cap because this one is fitting me very snugly. It's comfortable. It doesn't feel too tight, but you know, that's as far as I could go on this small cap. It does have the hook strap adjusters to where you can adjust it, and I have them all the way to the very last adjuster. So let's talk about the color. Now that's another difference that you're going to find on their wigs. They do not give their wigs fancy frilly names. They just code them. And this one is T4P427. Now when you go to the website, you'll see that they have a lot of color options for this bob. This bob, you could wear it in a really fun fashion color. You can wear it in a natural color like this one. And this color, I would say, has a milk chocolate color, a shade. And then they have evenly distributed some light blonde highlights. There's no money pieces at the front, and there's no highlights at the lace front, but they have distributed into the body of the wig and just looks like, you know, a really nice soft highlight. And it's really a cute style for summer. I always tend to pull out my bobs in the summertime because it's hot, and you know, I like the hair to be off of my neck and don't always want to do an updo or have time for an updo. So if I can pull out a bob, that's what I'm going to do. And this one is perfect because this one in particular is 12 inches, and it sits right at just above my collarbone. I have a 4.5 inch neck and a 7 inch face, so that'll kind of give you an idea of where the measurements will be on you. So let's take the wig off, and I'm going to show you the cap construction. So this is a right T-part lace. So that's where I showed you earlier that it has that densely threaded part. It's very narrow, so you don't have any room to wiggle. If you want to move the part over, you might want to choose the middle part lace, and then you can move the cap slightly over to the left or the right, but it's strictly a right part lace. Now if you want that more realistic scalp feature, you can add concealer powder to the inside of the cap. You can also use scar tape, and then when you flip the cap around, you can add additional makeup to create that more realistic part. It is a closed wefted cap. It has slight stretch, not a lot of stretch, but there's slight stretch. As I mentioned earlier, I am 22.5 circumference, and that's as good as it's going to get on this cap. This is a size small cap. They do offer it in a medium size, so if you're larger than a 22.5 circumference, I'd go up to the medium. Now in the back you have the extended nape and the hook strap adjusters, and that's where you can adjust them in to meet your circumference. And this comb, if you're wearing a wig grip, it can slide into underneath that wig grip for the added security. If you're not wearing a wig grip and you have bio hair, you can just slide it into your hair, or you can remove them. It's totally up to you. Now this band is here. It's not removable, but you can take a seam ripper and take it out if you want to. I just leave it in there. Sometimes I'll use it, put it underneath that bone or not. It's just there for the added security for it not to move up off of your neck. You also have combs at the ears on both sides to slide under your wig grip to cause that wig to be secure on your head. So as far as a comfortable cap, it absolutely is. It's lightweight. This is 120 density. You know, and I was a little bit concerned about that because I thought, okay, 120 is my cap going to show? But no, there's plenty of hair on this cap. So let me show you as far as, because here's your open wefting. Well, it's closed wefted with that cap, but you can't see, you know, if the wind blows your hair, you're not going to see it. So with 120 density on this wig, I think what that creates is it creates a low density natural look that you want in this particular style. So it's just a nice blunt cut bob that has very little to no layering. Okay, let's put it back on. I'm going to give you my final thoughts. If you could ask me right now, Sandy, would you really recommend me buying a wig from Emmahairpiece? It would be yes. The hair is realistic, it's soft, the density is natural. The only sacrifice you might be making is on that parting space, and I showed you that it is fixable. And with the knots being unbleached, it actually will preserve the integrity of the wig over time. So if you want to purchase this wig, I will put the link in the description box below, and you can use my code Sandy to save you 10% off at time of checkout. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again next time. Bye.